it is the next day after the Segura Familia, and we're at Park Guel, and it's on like a Tuesday. So here we are walking to Park Guel. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes because it's a long walk and it's at an angle, so it's a journey just to get there. Well, there's a lot of walking, so here's a preview on an estimated amount of time it took us. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff along the way, so it was pretty nice to see, but that car was so close to me. Anyway, it was just an experience, so I'm gonna fast forward it. Also, I want to mention, maybe bring like a portable, like one of those electric fans, because it was hot. It was getting kind of steamy, like going up that long, and the sun was beaming at us, so it definitely will help. I didn't really film the whole entire walk because I was struggling going up that hill and filming at the same time, so I had to focus, and I also had the portable electric fan in my hand. But anyway, we eventually made it up, and yeah, so we were just walking around the front and waiting for someone else to come that was running late. Alright, here we are going through the gate with our tour guide to finally get inside of the park. I just want to say most of this video is going to be walking because in Park Guel is a lot of walking. I feel like it's a nice place to do a little nature walk or like go hiking. That would be perfect if you go to Park Guel for that. But here we were just learning about the history. There's a little map. And then this is actually a school that little kids are actually learning in. And then the tour guide was just showing us the architecture and how cool it is because it's very detailed. Then there's just a walking montage because there is so much walking once again, but the buildings nearby are super beautiful. But still, if you're going here, I suggest to wear comfortable shoes because you're gonna be walking a lot. And I didn't even go up to like the highest, like to the point, there's like a higher point you can go up to. I didn't even go up there, but this was just the basic tour guide stuff. And the architecture nearby was super beautiful, and the little details, the little balls on the floor, they are to represent rosary beads, so it was very cool to see that. There was so much going on as well. There's a lot of people there, and there was also like water taps in the park so you can fill up water. I didn't really use it, but you know, they did have that. And then they have benches to, you know, cool off. But here we are coming towards like that main circle where people take pictures or whatever. So now we're actually going to the group entrance because there's a single entrance and then there's a group entrance. And since we're a group, we're gonna go down that way. And then those are the stairs to go up to that house very high up. There's a house like right there in the top corner if you can see. So yeah, like those are the stairs to go there, and I think it's private property, but you know, the stairs to go up there is there. So it's very nice. So here is a walking montage. So during this circle area place, we took the opportunity to take the picture because our tour guide said it usually isn't empty. So there we are, taking our group picture. And then I'm just showing montage of the different pictures I took around Park Guel. Park Guel has so many different architectures. In the marketplace, which was below the circle area, they have these little circles on the ceilings, and those are made out of recycled glass, which I thought was really neat. Alright, after Park Guel, we went and got some souvenirs. Then we went to go eat. So a bunch of us girls went out to eat and get to know each other, which was great. Then I went out later that day. After that tiring day, I didn't want to, but my uncle was like, hey, let's go. And I was like, okay. So I went out, and here we are. It was a nice experience. It was nice and cool outside. And yeah, so we went over this bridge to go to some wall, but it was like a narrow pathway because the bridge is under construction and they're changing out the wood of the floor. So yeah, it's so old. Even my mom has pictures of it from like years ago. And yeah, so they're just upgrading that, so that's why it was a little bit narrow, and I took a while recording that. But yeah, the sea was very nice, and I was like, wow, this is the port. So it was just very nice to see that. I think it was my 4th day in Barcelona. So there is the mall coming up ahead, and that mall is actually pretty big. It was nice. I think it's also under construction as well, because when I was looking back at my mom's pictures from years ago, it was like full of people. But yeah, when I went, it wasn't that crowded. Then we went to the Columbus statue where you can go inside of it, but it was closed. Then we went to La Ramblas, and I got this little dessert, and I took a video of myself getting it. But it was good. It was just a lot. I couldn't finish it. Then my uncle took me to the street, and that was it. That concludes the trip. Thank you for watching vlog 3 of Barcelona Adventures.